Ilang oras matapos manalasa kahapon ang bagyong Rosita, biglang tumaas ang tubig sa ilog.
Several areas in the Philippine provinces of Isabela and Cagayan underwater again following non-stop rains.
Nasa video na ito, ang tila nagngangalit na tubig mula sa dam.
Farmers rushed to save their crops as floodwaters started to submerge this part of
Isinailalim na sa state of calamity ang Isabela at Cagayan matapos makaranas ng malawakang pagbaha.
Good day everyone, I am Flory Carbacan, BSBA 2A, and I am here to present to you the objectives of our project. But first, let me define you what is objective. Objectives are what you plan to achieve by the end of the project, and the objectives should be attainable, time-bound, specific goals you can measure at the end of the project. So, the objectives of our project are: first, our project aims to provide the needs of the residents in case of flood. Second, to design and create a multi-purpose bag. And lastly, to increase awareness and flood preparedness when there is a flash flood. So, let's move on to the problem statement. First, how can we help the residents of the community to become more prepared in flooding? Second, how can we help the community to prevent all of their important documents from being submerged in water? And lastly, how can we encourage the residents of Barangay San Luis to use our life vest bag in fluvial floods?
Problem or issues. The residents of Barangay San Luis, Cauayan City, Isabela faces a problem when major flood occur. The main problem of the community is that they can save their gadgets, important documents, clothes, and more, for the reason that they started to panic when the water level in the river rises because of typhoon. Way back November 2020, habang nananalasa ang bagyong Ulysses, they are lacking in providing the basic needs of everyone. The community has insufficient preparation in terms of alertness, equipment, and first aid.
Who needs help? The residents of Barangay San Luis, Cauayan City, Isabela. In November 12, 2020, Barangay San Luis was one of the affected communities by the onslaught of Typhoon Ulysses. Many families submerged their houses in floods due to the rapid increase of water level of Cagayan River from the dam. We want to help them in terms of providing equipment since they are vulnerable to flooding because they reside near the river, and also to prevent casualties when there is a disaster.
Good day everyone, I am Marjorie and today I will be discussing what are the factors that contribute to the problem. First is the location. The community in Barangay San Luis, Cauayan City, Isabela is located in low-lying area or ito yung tinatawag nating nakatira sa mababang lugar. The gap between their community to the river is 644 meters, which means malapit lang sila sa ilog. The estimated elevation above sea level is 51 meters or 167.3 feet. Even though mataas ang mga kabahayan sa kanila, hindi pa rin nila maiiwasang maranasan ito dahil kapag nagpapakawala ang dam or ito yung tinatawag spilling operation of the dam, dito nagsisimulang tumaas ang tubig sa Cagayan River na nagiging dahilan ng overflow. As a result, their community is prone to flood. Their conditions, typhoons, northeasterly winds, and the tail end of cold fronts that bring cloudy sky with rain. Pag tuloy-tuloy ang pagbuhos ng ulan, nagkakos ito ng overflow sa river at naaapektuhan nito ang mga residenteng nakatira sa mababang lugar. Karaniwang nangyayari ang pag-ulan bandang July to December. Lack of flood control project in San Luis Riverbank. The barangay in San Luis is prone to flood due to the lack of flood control project, which can be one of the preventive measurements of the barangay. Example of this project are the concreting of the riverbank, flood control alarms, and water level meter. Alam ng mga residente kung kailan sila mag-evacuate at para maihanda nila yung mga gamit nila para hindi masira.
So what is currently being done to solve the problem? The Local Government Unit or LGU conducted a symposium in all barangay of East Tabacao Region together with the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office or DRRMO about safety precaution and preventive measurement in times of calamity like fluvial floods. Also, the provincial government has already funds for disasters such as floods for the whole province of Isabela. So why is it important to implement a seminars regarding disasters? It is to reduce the severity of disasters effect. It also to prepare people and to lessen the impact of disasters on vulnerable populations, to ready an organization for an influx of activity, and to design a coordinated plan that reduces the waste of resources, time, and efforts. In Barangay San Luis, the residents were trained and teach many ways to prevent flash floods. One of these is to practice planting and replanting trees. And also barangay officials constructed a boat to use when the disaster came. Is it important to plant trees? Because trees can absorb and store rainwater, which reduce runoff and sediment deposit after storm. They help the groundwater supply recharge, prevent the transport of chemicals into stream, and prevent flooding. The only things we can do to solve this problem is to save our planet, to use more environmental things and plant more trees, which our government and NGO are already doing.